All. This is Praveen Kumar Sinha. Today's topic is digitization and attribution in QGIS. I will be presenting how to achieve these tasks in QGIS. This is our map, which is georeference as well as projected. And now we have to start thinking for digitization of the features here. Digitization is one of the methods. Digitization is not the only method for capturing spatial data into GIS. There are other methods. You should know those methods also by name, at least at present, not the detailed. One of the method is digitization. Another method is generating the GCP points. Third method is importing from one GIS data format to another GIS format, importing and exporting. Fourth method may be remote sensed imageries, and another method may be rasterization of a vector map and vectorization of a raster map. So these are the different methods by which the GIS captures the spatial digital data into its format. And there are some interchange files also, means that GIS file opens in this GIS as well as in that GIS. Shape files are the interchange files. Now we will be, by look of this map opened in a display device, we will be planning what are the features are there to be captured or digitized. You may have so many features here, the geometry of that feature, and what are the attributes to be added to it. At the time of digitization, what are the attributes to be populated? So the whole feature is digitized, completed. Then we will be directly inputting the values. Reference map is open behind, and we will be reading that map, and what is written there as attribute, we will be writing it directly. So see, water body is there, which has a geometry of a polygon, and attribute is we will be generating in this layer is ID, and which will be an integer with a 5 character width, and then the name of the water body, it will be a text type of data and 50 character width. So similarly parks are there, so it is also a polygon feature, and it will have an integer 5 width, and park name will be another field. We will be putting the values. Railway lines, so here you have to plan what are the features and what are the geometries of it. So with that plan we will be generating our layers. Here you see either our features will be vector features will be point, line or polygon. So we will be generating that way. So let us try to generate a layer for a water body and other layers also. So it will display this type of dialog box at the time of generating the layers, and we will have to supply these 8 type of data to the system. So let us see it online. So we will be going to layer. We have to create layer and a new layer, create a new layer, shapefile. So we will be creating a new layer. Its location will be, say, water body. So its location, folder location, and shapefile name nomenclature of the file is provided. Its encoding method is UTF-8. Yes, keep it. Default thing, keep it. UTF-8 means it will take the data of all the Unicode scripts. Means it will take a Hindi, Devanagari scripts also, English scripts, Romani scripts also. So here geometry type, what we decided, water body will have polygon. Projection is 32644. Assign this. The field, we are going to name the field what we had decided. So in first field is ID. It should be integer with the 5 character. 10 is too large. 5 will accommodate very large number of rows. So add this field to this list. So add this. So what is put here, that is brought to this window. Now second field is water body name. This is text type of data. Here 50 characters will be accommodated, and add to this list, field list. So these two fields with these data types and character lengths, it will be available at the time of a digitization. So okay, and in that way layer will be generated for digitization over. So background image is there, and you have this water body layer created. Now you can start digitizing the water body. Similarly, you should create other layers also. So here water body, park, you have to supply corresponding values here. Then railway line, road is a line feature. In respect of its length, width is very small, so it will be treated as a line. And linear feature is digitized as a line, not double line. Features are digitized as lines, or its geometry, not its symbol. Double line is the symbol of a line, a feature. Road. Now here, this is the location. Location is point feature. Okay, so this way you have to generate the layers. Let me show you how to digitize. So because this layer is polygon layer, select this layer and click this toggle edit. I press here, this layer will be open for digitization. This layer will start accepting the features, the geometry you are going to digitize. Corresponding tool will be available here. So here this layer is polygon layer, corresponding feature geometry digitizing tool will be available here. For line, it will be a line digitizing tool. For point, it will be a point digitizing. Beside that, you have to invoke the digitization environment also. Enable snapping and active layer, because only one layer is there. Let us snap the vertex and segments would be snapped if they are closer by 12 pixel. Enable topological editing, enable snapping, and also click this. So that is snapping environment is created. Means if two points are close by, that will be snapped to one point. So that's why this is header of this toolbar is shown as one horse magnet. Now start digitizing. Take this tool, add polygon, and zoom in the feature. Say you have to start your digitization from here. So enlarge it, expecting that the pond is extended up to this place. You start digitization. Go on clicking the if this point is within 12 pixel, it will snap to this. So you have to be out of 14 pixel away. Now go to view, pan it, again invoke, take the tool and go on digitizing. At curvature you have to be close by, and at a straighter section you take a longer one point to another point, longer. Again go pan it laterally. Shorthand, you can use a shorthand also. We will be retouching it later. Oh, sorry. I am using a rough here, and when you will be doing your exercise, be more precise. Zoom level should be there, and by color you identify what is the extent of the feature is, and digitize more accurately. So a straighter section is there, so we will, at larger distances we will be clicking, and when turning points are there, then we will, at short distances we will be clicking. So this is almost done. Straighter section is there. This is status section. So here we will be double clicking and right click to come out of the digitization work, and see as soon as this feature is completed, this data input attribute table filling form is now available. Here we have made a provision for putting the ID. So this is one ID is one integer. Water body name is Hussain Sagar. Okay. So this is now attributed as well. So that way you have to give the attribute of the digitized bodies. Now see whether value that we provided is available here. If available, it can be displayed by label or no label to single label, and which field will be provided the label, that is water body name, say font type, font style, what will be the size, say 12 in place of 10, let it be 15, and by what color, say you like, select a color and apply it and OK it. The feature is now labeled. If you like to put this value other script, say Hindi, we will be going to open the attribute table. Hussain Sagar, in place of Hussain Sagar we want to write Hussain Sagar in Devanagari Lipi. So let us toggle the edit and invoke the. So this is a Pramukh IME. You can download it from the internet and go to all India recognized scripts are listed here. So Hindi is selected. For this particular layer, you open the attribute table, start editing, put down Hussain Sagar, SAAS. This is a small saw. To make it a full, it has to be with one A. So that A is inserted by pressing A, and another A for Akar ki matra, G, Akar ki matra. G is also small letter, halant letter, G and R. Save it. Data is saved to your script language. Other layers you can digitize yourself. Remove these layers. Calculating the values for geometry fields. So this is a polygon, and polygon will have its area, and you are not going to calculate what is the area of this polygon yourself. System will calculate, because this polygon is drawn in Cartesian space. Cartesian space itself calculate the area. So how to calculate the area for this layer? Go to vector geometry tool. If we go to its attribute, if we go to its attribute table, make it editable, open field calculator, field name area, letters are Devanagari. Let us close this here and exit from Pramukh IME, and the default IME is now working. So output field name is area, field length area should be real value. Function we have to use from this list. So dollar area, yeah, geometry related values, and dollar area has to be calculated. You okay this tool. Now see the area has come. Now after digitization and populating the values, we have to save our digitization. So toggle the edit, and it will be prompting us to save the. So this way you have to digitize and populate the attribute and geometry fields, and once digitization is over, you have to come out of the toggle edit, or you have to toggle from the edit environment and close the digitization work. So let us come out. So once all other layers are populated, it can be seen. Add layer, add vector layer. I will be loading it from the resource. They are digitized in shapefile format, which is an interchange format of ISRI, the ArcGIS software developers. So select these layers and a pre-digitized layer, which are, these layers are location, park, road, railway line is there, and water bodies. Change its style, or it's the look of our digitization. There may be other features also. You identify them and try to digitize in your exercise session. So this is all. Thank you very much.